Amnesty International is a democratic grassroots organisation. It aims to achieve social change on human rights issues and violations that are currently taking place all around the globe. In order to do that, it relies on a body of dedicated staff and many volunteers to help with its important work. Here at the Hobart office, we are always looking for new and enthusiastic volunteers to get involved, or just lend a hand, whatever skills and talents they may be able to bring to the workplace. The Hobart Action Centre is located at 130 Macquarie Street, in the city, tucked away behind the shop fronts and up the stairs.
There is such a dynamic range of people that volunteer here at Amnesty, from what I would say is a volunteer, so somebody that comes in and regularly does a reception task or manages our email for us, to an activist that has a creative series of ideas that we work towards implementing and achieving so that they can go about and achieve human rights change in their community. And we offer a different set of training around that, so if you were interested in becoming a volunteer and attending our reception, our Office of Volunteer Coordinator would run you through a whole series of training on how to do that. And if you were particularly interested in taking a campaign and moving out into the community and achieving human rights impact, then you would work with me and we would sort of come up with a whole heap of creative ideas, cost them out, ensure that the impact we had managed the cost, and do that type of training.
I would say to someone who was interested in volunteering at Amnesty that they should come in, check it out, check out what Amnesty does, learn about the issues that Amnesty is dealing with, and don't be intimidated by the fact that you think that you don't know enough about the campaigns or enough about the issues, or that you maybe don't feel like you have enough experience to be involved, but just to give it a go. And we're all very friendly and welcoming, and yeah, just give it a shot, and we'd love to welcome new volunteers. So.
Yeah, and I think that people can take as much or as little time as they want as well. I think that's the other important thing to say, is that maybe not if you're volunteering in the Action Centre, but in terms of what you can do with Amnesty, there's a really broad variety of sort of time commitments that people have, and a fairly broad variety of skill levels needed.
My motivation for joining Amnesty basically came out of a whole lot of travel that I've done. Travelled a little bit in developing countries and travelled a bit through Eastern Europe, and on a particular trip that I did a couple of years ago, we went to places like Auschwitz and Rwanda, and really was impacted by the injustice that happens in the world, and came back and thought, I can't just come back to my normal life and just get a job and earn money, and not that earning money's bad in itself, but I wanted to actually have a job that I felt like was making the world a better place. And so when the job came up at Amnesty, I applied and was successful, and just really enjoying the fact that I have a job that is contributing to the greater good and contributing to a world where things like Auschwitz and the genocide in Rwanda won't happen, hopefully in the future. So
I sort of thought, well, the best way I can actually sort of make that shift from self-indulgence into actually pursuing things in the interest of others was to actually do something that might not in itself be changing the world. I mean, what I do here is mostly, you know, office sort of work, but it is in, you know, positive benefit for a greater cause, and I feel as though that's the best way to affect change, is to actually be a part of a major thing that is shifting the way the world is viewing these things, and the way that the struggle for, you know, human decency and rights is happening.
So volunteers can do sort of everything, I think, from doing reception work or mail outs or simple things to, you know, making videos about what happens in the action centre, through to, you know, going out and being visible around campaigns in the street. So it's a pretty big cross-section.
Answering phones, helping us with mail outs. I think one of the most fun and social activities that we have here is when we send out our newsletter every couple of months. We have a volunteer fold and stuff lunch day, and everybody comes in and we have lunch and we just stuff envelopes for a couple of hours. It has to be done, but it can be fun as well.
My name is Amrita Parajuli. I am come from Nepal. I am doing this Amnesty International Action Center in Tasmania, office volunteer. I am doing many things with office coordinator, Luis. I like this. I like most Amnesty International and this country also. So I enjoy this place.
And you know, it's enjoyable to come to work and to work with the people in the office here and work with people in the other offices as well.
I would say to somebody that was interested in volunteering at Amnesty here in Hobart that they should come in and meet us. It's a really simple process. We offer a really diverse range of volunteering opportunities, from independent volunteering at your own home to a more social volunteering space here in the office. People can volunteer and work specifically on campaigns, on stopping violence against women, on dignity and Indigenous health, on getting a Bill of Rights or a Human Rights Act up in Tassie. It's a very diverse range of campaigns, as well as people can work on behalf of particular prisoners of conscience. So you can work to directly send letters to somebody that's about to be executed in Iran and ensure that the embassy here in Australia knows that this execution is about to take place and you're not happy with it. As well as you can do the very important jobs of helping us run an office space here.
Plenty of things people can do. Plenty of things. And hopefully fun things, I think, as well. Tassie Action Centre is pretty friendly. So I think that there's lots of nice and easy ways to get involved.